Evening, all you wonderful people. Friday Night Live. We are here. Let's say a quick hello. We've got Stuart XDV's here. Hi to Rev and all in the side chat. Andy GSA is here. Jules GB Patriot, BMW Gus Black is here. And of course, I am here as well. And Darkside Bikers just joined us. Evening, everybody. Right, it's a bank holiday weekend. Hey. I've got one more day to go. I am currently 62 hours in and still got another 6 hours to go. 8 hours to go tomorrow, actually. So I'm back in at 6 o'clock in the morning. Me and Phil have got to finish off a few bikes tomorrow morning to get them out for the weekend. Vincent's here as well, VJ Biker. As I say, if anybody would like to come and jump in on the stream tonight, the link is up on the side over there. It's the StreamYard link, and it is also down the bottom down there. All you got to do, click the link, come in, grab a camera, grab a microphone, come in and join me. Got a couple of things tonight. So we've got a couple of giveaways that I am saving for next week. I better point this out quick before I do this. So over 18s, not for children, adult jocks, C-bombs, F-bombs may occur during the entire show. If it's not for you, click off in that red X in the corner. Boo's here as well. Barry Darby, happy weekend. Right. Monday is the social ride to Emma's Cafe. So we're going up Emma's for Bank Holiday Monday. Next week on Thursday is the Lowndes Arms, and it's TT week. So Vince is getting geared up for TT week. We've managed to get an Isle of Man TT banner for him, and we've also got some Isle of Man beanies as well, so that'll all be pretty good. It looks wet most of the weekend. Monday looks good though, so Monday does look good. Couple of things. Right, dare I put these on? I had a little message from someone on Temu. Which one? No, we're not doing that. We'd better not do that one yet. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a bit near the knuckle. Right, I don't know how these work. You're meant to put them on your head. These would be great for Boo, because you can turn up when the coppers tell you to take, or when the petrol station says, can you take your helmet off? You stick these on like so, and you've got somebody's face on it. So you got that one. There we go. So you can have a different face on, but you can actually see through these. These are pretty cool. My mate sent me them, and yeah, I also identify in a different colour. Oh God, this is going to be a bit dodgy tonight doing this. Right, let's find that one. You'll like this one. Right, there we go. I could actually do it as this tonight and just sit there with that on my head. But no, I'm not going to do that. So right, there we go. I've got a couple of those tonight. Yeah, that's a bit weird. My mate sent me a couple of these. I'd probably get banned for showing these as well. If you happen to be Army, you'll know what that is. That is a 50 cal. But guess what? You turn the end, it's a pen. So that's going to be sat on my desk tomorrow morning, 50 cal shell. So yeah, I've got one of those to, I've got a couple of extra as well. I might put them in the drawer for next week. So they can sit back there. We're going to get everybody's, they actually do one, Andy, but I thought, no, I better not get one. But if you want one, let us know, because yeah, they're about 90 pence each. So yes, they do a Rolf one as well, mate. So if you fancy one of those, that's something a little bit different. Right. No wine tonight, so I'm not on the wine tonight because I have an early start tomorrow morning. I am on good old Tango Apple, but hidden down here, I've got a nice glass of cherry red port, and it's they pronounce it Coburns, even though it says Cockburns on the bottle. But yeah, and it's, oh Jesus Christ, that's strong. Jesus, it's a sipping drink, so I'll just have a little sip of that every now and then, just keep the throat lubricated. If I recall, Hank said there was a belief that you owned the bullet with your name on, you would not get shot. Well, I might have RB sketched on that one then. Vax must happen. He's here. Evening, Vax. That's a good play on names. He was in one of the forces. I don't remember which one. Yes, it does. Yeah, Cockburns. Yeah, it probably does after you've had a few of those. Right. Anyway, on to a serious note. Me and Andy were talking about bike security and locks last week. And if you haven't seen the video of how to get through a light lock, 6 grinder blades later, and no little hoodlum's going to carry 6 cutting pads with him. They managed to obviously get halfway through a light lock, not all the way through it, and gave up. But light lock, very good. Off the back of that, we were talking about trackers. And I said to Andy, I said, absolutely love the fact that I've got bike track on my bike. Andy's got it on his. But I'm going to just share this screen up because this popped up. It's popped up everywhere on Facebook. I'm just going to share this up and show you. So MCN have done it. Record-breaking recovery. A single motorcycle tracker leads to 25 bike discovery in one day. So they found these all down a shipping container ready to go overseas. The eclectic mix of bikes were found after a BMW R1200 GS was stolen, but it had a bike track on it. They traced it to a container yard in Essex. Well, where would you expect? But look at this. They've strapped from the roof everywhere. But they obviously gained access, and without absolute cast iron proof that a stolen machine is in the area, access is rarely granted. But they got in. Authorities managed to get the thing open, but they managed to get the shipping containers always open. They were met with hundreds of bicycles, loads of bicycles, several cars. As soon as they started to be unloaded, the first bike come into view, and then another, then another. They were hung everywhere. But you look at some of those bikes, there's GS's there. There's a Kawasaki H2 there. There's a BMW S1000 there. Couple of V-Stroms and that. But they've been obviously tracking these bikes everywhere. And off the back of just one tracker, they managed to recover 25 bikes. So best thing in the world, get yourself a bike track. About 400 quid a year. And I think it's about £99 if you buy it yearly, or 200 and I think it's 275 for 3 years, which is the one that I went for. And the thing is, if you do sell your bike, you can get them to take the tracker off, put it on your new bike, and just transfer it via across to the new bike. It doesn't cost you any more, apart from obviously getting the tracker moved to the new bike as a reinstallation. But oh, there we go. Andy's just said 229 for 3 years. Thank you very much, Andy. As I say, if you do want to jump in on the link tonight, cameras are blah 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 and all that over in this chat. Hit the StreamYard link. Click this one down here. Come and join me on camera so I ain't waffling along. Exeter did say he might pop in tonight, but we're going to chat in a little while about Rosies Rainbow Fund, because obviously massive charity that we follow, and Andy came down for it. They do one in April, one in September. So we do 2 rides a year, but it's a great little charity. We are going to play the video in a minute, and I dare any of you not to have a tear in your eye. The actual video itself is about, I think, 12 minutes long. It is, yeah, it's about 12 minutes long. We're going to do a couple of minutes of it, but shut up, I've just clicked the wrong YouTube button. We'll show you the first couple of minutes of it anyway, and then you can obviously make your decisions on what you think. But great charity. If anybody does want to check out Rosies Rainbow Fund, just Google Rosies Rainbow Fund. There is a link to the website. Or the best thing to do, if you happen to have Facebook, and most of us do, we all jump on this one. So if you jump into facebook.com groups, just put in the rides of Ides. God, I might have only had one sip of that and it started. So I'm just going to post up what it is called on Facebook. So there we go. That's the link for it. If you do want to get in there, just copy and paste that, or search Facebook for the rides of Ides. Oh God, for crappy hell's sake. The rides, let's do it properly, of Ides. There we go. That's better. Right, so forget not the ride of rides, the ride of Ides. Fat fingers when you're trying to type that. So the rides of Ides. That is the one you want to look for on Facebook. Go and join in, and you'll see all the stuff that they do over the year. Andy, sports bike shop tomorrow. I think they're going to love my order. Got a text saying all my stuff. Bring a car. Oh, yes. Andy has gone electric. No, not a car, not a bike. Andy has gone electric on heated jackets. And I believe they're Klim as well. So good brand. Oh, that is better. Right. Another one that we happened to have a laugh about. And it was absolutely hilarious. Everybody knows what I think about certain bike caps. We obviously do gasoline juice. We do Emma's. And then we go out to like different venues as well. H Cafe. Raven Cap, obviously up north. I've done that one with Peaky. Or you've got the Long Itch Diner, which is just the other side of Rugby. It's a good little venue down there. I'm going to share this up and play this because you will absolutely love this. I was watching this earlier thinking, how the hell could you do this? So there is a certain cafe out there and it's run, here we go. So this is the, it's called Rate My Takeaway. Let's go a little bit wider on the screen and see if I can get the audio to play as well. So here we go.
Is you all right? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thank you. Have you been here before? Is it good?
You there then?
Well, you don't need sunshine to eat a sausage, do you? Yeah. I don't know what sunshine is, but I said sunshine instead of sunshine. Sunshine. But yeah, we'll have a go. If it rains, I can get under here with you. Right, how's it? Fantastic food. Oh, look at this, guys. TT burger.
Oh, he didn't get told to shut the door then, because normally you get yelled at to shut the door so the heat don't go out the cafe.
So, 2 eggs, chips. Oh, hey up. Hey up, love, you all right? How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
So I've been recommended to come down and try apparently the best sausage ever and the best breakfast. So what do you do? What do you recommend?
Oh, that's the menu over there.
Right.
We've got all the breakfast on the left-hand side. Then we do all the fryers, sandwiches, the bats. Then we do lovely scrambled egg on toast and omelets,
Right.
BLTs, and we also have the burger, which is homemade as well.
Right.
So we've got the standard one, which is just like cheese and salad, or we've got one that's a bit more.
Oh, that looks good. And then melted mature. Oh, yes. I'll tell you what then, I'll have the famous full Monty breakfast.
Yeah. That comes with a drink, anything.
I'll have a, do you know what? I'll have a cup of tea, please. That's all right.
No, she never does look at
And then
me.
can I also get, I'll have one of the burgers as well, please, love.
TT burger.
Yes, please.
So he's having a breakfast
You're gonna be
and
inside,
a
right?
burger.
I'm going to have a table and chair outside.
Well, you'd get locked in the
all
car
the
park
sauces
anyway.
and sugar if you need them are outside.
Yep.
All you need to do is pick up your cutlery as you go out down there.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay. Just the one drink.
Yes, please, love.
Fresh tea leaves as well.
Fresh tea leaves. Yeah, look at that, fresh tea leaves here. It's all right. No, you don't see that often now,
No, you don't.
do you?
It's nice.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go forward a bit. So, we'll kick it forward on the video. He's got his cup of tea.
I think this burger's a bit on pricey side.
He's out in the car park. Guess what? He's got a table in the car park. That's
Nice
not
cup of
going to
tea,
go very
so-
well once he obviously decides he's going to
The fried bread. You might as well get into that.
tuck in with
Classic.
big breakfast.
You don't see this
And
on a
then
breakfast. You have to use
he decides he's going to
lamb.
have,
Black pudding's one of those things.
he has a
You
little
love
bit
it.
of each
You
and
hate
has a
it.
go
I
at the
absolutely love
burger.
it. Right, here we go.
So,
Trying to
anyway,
get bacon
he's
without
sat in the
beans.
car park.
We'll go for that one. Oh, look at that one.
Next thing you know,
Tell you something. This bacon.
this is the highlight. He starts complaining.
The extra for me is the fact that it's tea
The
leaves.
bikers are coming into the
I know
car
tea leaves
park.
are in a bag,
He's
but
actually parked
it's
where
fresh.
the bikes come in.
Fresh tea leaves into that cup, absolutely bang on. We then move on to the monster breakfast. Okay, I started off with the eggs. The eggs are cooked absolutely perfect for me. All right, they're an absolutely golden orange yolk, which, you know, I used to work in a butcher's. We used to sell eggs and we used to source our eggs from Newcastle, freshly laid, because of this orange yolk, because it's gorgeous. You know, you get a pale yellow one cheap eggs, they're no good. These are amazing. Sat on top of some beautiful, delicious fried bread. What a breakfast warrior that is. It's the old
Anyway,
scoop of them. Half of them's gone. It's
we
no
go.
good. We're going to get knocked over here. Now all I can smell is petrol and probably taste it as well. I roll. Stay behind me. There's a guy here laughing. He's thinking, what's going on? So, he's going for it, this guy, innit? He's like, yes, but I'm going to make sure my bank's on film. Oh, look at these. Big crew are coming in. Black pudding, absolutely bang on. Nice bit of crispiness, nice and soft in the middle. That is a quality piece of black pudding. So much flavour in there, really enjoyed it. Now let's get to the bacon. Like I said with the bacon, it's a real nice thickness, cooked well on the grill. Do you know what? With bacon, when it's cheap bacon, I find sometimes there's not much flavour to it. You can tell this is a quality bacon. There's a lovely flavour to it. Tastes great, beautiful thickness, love it. But the sausage, I'm going to cut a bit off. Get it in here. Look at it. As you cut through this, it is tough to cut because it is a thick, meaty sausage. Let's go back to what I just said about working in a butcher's. This, right, would have been probably our top seller if I'm honest with you, because this is absolutely quality. Packed full of meat. There's a little bit of fat content in there, which is great, but it has got a lot of pork in there. The seasoning is absolutely banging. The skin's great. It's got a nice crisp crunch as you go through it. Cooked well. Fantastic. It says out of award-winning sausages. I can see why they're bang on.
Yeah. We'll get rid of that. Andy's just like, no ketchup. Yeah, he didn't have the garlic bread then, did he? Get him, I reckon. Everyone's saying he looks like Peter Kay. Sounds like Peter Kay. But if you notice, he had a big breakfast there. £17.50 for that big breakfast. And then he had the side burger with the onion rings and the fries. He touched hardly any of it. And basically, I think he had a mouthful of everything, a little bit of everything. Didn't touch the bacon. So how do you know? Yeah, you can tell he works in a butcher's. Yeah. So that full breakfast was £7. If you go and have a look, rate my takeaway or just type super sausage, it will pop straight to the top. It's had like, I think about 400,000 views at the moment. But, you know, people are saying, Jesus Christ, £17.50 for a breakfast. And then another, I think, £12.50 for that burger and chips. All right, it's good grub. You can't knock the food. It is good there. But it's bloody pricey. And even Peaky said when he came down, how much for a bloody breakfast? And he said to her, he said, put it on Rev's tab. And she went, who's Rev? Yeah. So she doesn't remember who comes in. Who's obviously got too many customers in there. But we go to Emma's. You get a full brekkie at Emma's. I think it's about 11, 12 quid. So a lot cheaper. Andy's just said, bet he didn't pay. Probably not, mate, because they've done it for the review. Would we have a breakfast there again? Maybe, but we prefer Emma's. Emma is absolutely lovely. It's not food, because most of the stuff at Super Sausage sits on the griddle out the back, because they're cooking so much of it all the time. With Emma, she cooks. She gets the order and cooks individually. So that's what we like about Emma's. It's fresh, cooked to order, and it's made with love. It's not just churned out like you do in a high-speed calf. Gus just said the atmosphere inside is frosty at best. They seem pissed off with it. They do. And the latest one, obviously, people go in there. They have their breakfast. They finish their breakfast. You're sitting there, finish your cup of tea. And then, oh, well, can you take your tea outside because we need the table? So, you know, guy's just paid like 30 quid for his family to sit at a table. And they go to finish their cup of tea, have a little, you know, let the food go down. And you get told, no, you've got to go out the back and go and stand outside with your cup of tea. You know, sorry, we need the table. You need to move. I certainly wouldn't be doing that. There's loads of room at Emma's to do it. Andy's just said, cafe down my road, £10 full English, and you get a cup of tea. Exactly, yeah. Chewy just said, I've just put the fire out now. That was a big old fire that he sent it on our WhatsApp group earlier, and it looked like Andy was revving up his Land Rover, that much smoke. But it was bloody horrible, wasn't it? Don't deserve punters. No, certainly, definitely not, mate. But oh dear, yeah, that's a couple for you. So the rides of Ides. Go and check that one out on Facebook, or just type in Rosie's Rainbow Fund. But really, really good. We'll have to try Emma's. I tell you what, Emma's Cafe is absolutely bloody fantastic, and she put a menu up the other day, so I can actually get onto Emma's Cafe page. So let's just compare Emma's Cafe to what others do. So Emma's Cafe, there we go. Right, let's just have a quick look. Obviously, the next one, the big one, is going to be 8th of June, I think, because you've got Biker Kaz that is going to be setting that one up. There is also 3rd of August, Mammoth Classic Japanese Bike Meet. They're going to have all the classic Japanese ones there. Right, here we go. Let's just share this up on the screen. Share screen. There we go. Emma's Cafe. So main menu at Emma's Cafe. There we go. The main menu, Tuesday to Friday. So they're open from 9 till 3. Tuesday to Saturday, 9 till 3. And obviously Saturdays and Sundays they run the weekend menu, but bank holiday Monday. So we've got here full English breakfast, 13 quid. So that's 2 bacon, 2 egg, 1 sausage, hash brown beans, mushrooms, tomato, black pudding, slice of toast. Small breakfast, tenner. One of each bap. So if you go down and get a bap, so you can have a sausage, egg, bacon bap, or an egg bap, 6 quid, which ain't bad at all. Your cans are 1.90, nice and cheap. And obviously your cup of teas are in there. So if you do hot drinks like cup of coffee, if your cappuccino and your latte is 3.20, cup of tea, £1.70, which ain't bad at all. And then obviously they do the hot dogs. So hot dog 6.50. If you want onions, another quid on top. Cheeseburger 9.50. The homemade crumble and custard, or the cake £3.90. I actually had 2 slices of cake for Mrs. B that I brought home last week in little takeaway boxes, and she had a lemon drizzle and she had a Victoria sponge, which weren't bad. And obviously, if you go for the baguettes, I normally go for a bacon baguette, 6.20, which isn't bad when you consider how big, and you've seen the photos of it, how much bacon she chucks in that baguette. And it's a good size 12-inch baguette. It's literally a whole Tesco French stick with just the ends cut off. Massive, massive, great baguette. So Emma does do some good food at her cafe. Oh, here we go. Howie's just said, hate cafes at pre-cooked food. Oh, Andy's here as well. Let's just jump Andy on. He'll get a word in edgeways in a minute. And they leave it for ages before serving. I guess you order radio ham butty, Howie. Yeah, Vincent always gets Biker's breakfast baguette, which is normally like bacon, sausage, egg, and a hash brown in it.
And black pudding.
And the black pudding, yeah. I have a ham side for calling company the Fanta. Rip off Britain. Yeah, it is rip off Britain. Yeah.
5 weeks' time, German job is with being a Black Forest.
Lovely, 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 lovely. So yeah, it is absolutely nuts. You know, some of the, but Emma's is absolutely brilliant. And the HCAF, everyone knocks the HCAF. The food's okay. It's only got a 3-star rating, but it's not bad food. And it's your typical greasy spoon, isn't it? Your trucker's cafe, Andy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So we went into it, Finny, but it's a nice ride out that way.
So yeah, we'll definitely be up Emma's on Monday. I am home this weekend with Mrs. B.
We might come out and try out some of our new gear.
Yeah, well, we'll be up there Monday anyway. Oh, here we are. Duncan's just said you can bring me some tea bags, Andy.
Yeah, if we can arrange something to meet up, mate, I'll bring whatever. Tea bags. No weight to tea bags. I don't mind that. We're away for 16 nights, me and the missus, so we've got to pack conservatively on the bike, if you like.
Chris has just said punch it chewy. Two flags calf's all right as well, yeah. There's a couple of good ones up in Northampton. You've got, what's the other one? The All Seasons Cafe out towards Billing. That's pretty good up there. So that's not a bad little calf. And I think the other one's a Meaty Coffee, where Rhythmic and all that lot go. That's normally on a Wednesday. So
that guy was actually on the radio.
Which one?
About that Amici Coffee. Something
All right.
about it. He had a brainwave about opening a cafe, but using 4 containers to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, the other one. Where's the other page? Oh, here we go. The loos at Two Flags come with a helpful where you wipe your feet on the way out. Is it right? Another couple. Let's come out of that. Let's go back into Facebook. I didn't realise today. Obviously, it's today. A year ago was the day that I took Chancey down to the vets to go to sleep. So yeah,
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, Rainbow Bridge.
Today was the first time in 10 years I actually worked 5 days in a row, and I'm not too happy about it. Next week I've only got to work 4 as it's a bank holiday weekend.
Oh, that's all right. Shed Cafe in Northampton is a good one as well. Excellent. Right. Another one. I'm just going to obviously mention this guy. Andy knows who I'm going to talk about. Pete. So if you don't know, let's just bring his page up. Where are we? Hippodrome. No, I don't want his stories. I want his page. Right, let's just put his page up here a little bit. Oh, there we go. Waterfront Cafe, Benson's knocks spot off H Cafe. Yeah. No, that's it. Yeah, Waterfront Cafe down at Benson. Yeah, knocks the spots off the H Cafe. Yes, it does. Not right. Mrs. won't go because oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Let's just share this one up very quickly. I've been following this guy for years. So on Facebook, he's also on YouTube. So Hippodrones. Andy's, I think you've met Hippodrones, haven't you, Andy?
Don't think I have.
Yeah, he done quite a lot because he used to do ABR and everything. Anyway, so caught up with him at the NEC. We saw him up there. He does ABR. He's been out with Rhythmic as well, saddlebags, new bikers in there as well, Pete and everybody. So he does get around a bit, but obviously Rhythmic chatting with him as well. But all was going well until it weren't. But basically, let me find his quick one. So he's done. He was out. And he's done a couple of videos on his Facebook. So it's Hippo-Drones. Go and check it out. He's started a little charity page for St. George's Hospital. But basically, he was out on the trails with Mr. Fish and one of the lady riders. I can't remember her name now. But out on the trails with him, and he had a huge heart attack. Next thing he knows, he's in hospital. He's just had triple bypass surgery. Which is all good. He's on the road to recovery, but it's going to be a long road to recovery for him. So
breakfast.
He's going to be out of action. He's not going to do ABR this year. I don't actually know. I'd say he's late 40s, early 50s. He's not that old, but obviously triple bypass. He's out of action now. Not going to be doing ABR. But he's obviously one of the bikes that's down in sort of Saddlebags' area, down Howie's Way, Exeter's Way, so he gets about a bit. But he's doing okay at the moment. But it's going to be a long road to recovery, and he ain't going to be doing ABR or any of the social riding this year. He's going to ease back on his YouTube and his Facebook. He's doing little updates every week of how he is, but obviously it's going to be a big road to recovery. So all the best, Pete. Get yourself well, mate, and I will catch up with you again. He's a great guy. He's a really great guy. And, when one of us gets ill or goes down, all the rest flock behind you and help out. So, let's just hope that he gets himself well enough to get himself out on the bike again this year. So he's not that old, bless him. But you never know. It could hit you at any time, and he could... obviously die from liver poisoning in the next 2 days with all that bloody whiskey he's chucking in.
No, I fucking pickled that.
Hang on, bear with me a second. It happens to be young Rebecca, so bear with me a second while I get this call, guys. Hello, Rebecca.
To be fair, I'm on the Welsh.
Yes, and it's all right. You're not on hands free.
Richmond's
I can hear you. Yes. No, why is that? Do you want everyone else to hear you?
I have raw.
Do you want to go on
3
hands free?
brand new sets of Michelin PR6s already.
Hang on. Right, you ready, Andy?
That I put on a while ago.
Right. Say hello, Rebecca, to everyone at the live stream.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's on live stream tonight?
It's Andy.
Oi, listen, Dave, quick question.
Yeah.
I've had Jen from Lex Moto message me at 1 o'clock this afternoon, but obviously I was in the school.
Yeah.
My bags, I've got 2 LXSs, 1 XR.
Yeah, anyway, go.
Yeah. We'll have them, yes.
3 sets for my trip. My rear got a puncture and it weren't
Right,
worth it.
I'll let him know.
Set on the rear. Probably done 300 miles on that rear. He's coming off in 4 weeks' time and I'm having a brand new set put on. Yeah, I'm 900 quid. PR6 this year already. But hey, got a couple of brand new sets waiting to go on for the trips. Never ever go away with old rubber, always put new rubber on.
Right. Anybody wants an LXR, one of the new ones, or an LXS, then we've got them. Lex Moto have just made. Why they messaged her and not me? Got a couple of LXSs and LXR coming. That'd be good. Right. Howie's just said. Oh, he's Mr. Fish's area. That's why he was out riding with Mr. Fish then. Hello, Bex. Or hello, Busty Bex. No, she ain't that busty, mate. I shall see her tomorrow because she's working tomorrow, Saturday. So it's her day on tomorrow. So that'll be good. Because normally I've got Sharola with me. So yes, we are ploughing away. After 5 hours and a lot of carb cleaning, I've finally got the 1500 Vulcan running, Andy. The carb was completely knackered. So that was a good one.
Just Gus's question, yes, mate. I'm packing a very light tent. It's called a credit card, and it accesses these things called hotels.
Oh, I went and got you one, Andy. Right, because I order so much crap on Temu. Basically, I don't know if you can see the top of the phone. Look at that. I paid £0 for. Let's bring the photo up. Guess what I got?
A butt plug.
A two-man
in boots.
2-man quick up tent, mate, and I got it for free. So I don't need it. But if anybody wants a 2-man tent, it will be on the free draw when it arrives. Because I've got absolutely no use for it. So anybody that's doing ABR wants a little pull-up tent, nice and comfortable. It'll probably last about 2 hours being Temu.
Someone outside Glastonbury.
Oh, yeah. Anybody take it to Glastonbury. So, yeah, might work. Probably the same place where these come from. And, yeah.
What it's probably going to send you is that picture of the tent.
It will probably surprise me, mate. Yeah. It's probably 3 inches high, knowing be one of those that goes over your head, wouldn't it? You lay down and put it over.
Yeah, just the head just covers your head. The rest of your body's sticking out.
Yeah. We'll see what it turns out. Oh,
yeah, we're taking a risk this year on our tours. We've got 30 days away, and I've only booked 2 hotels, so. We've got the first hotel when we go away in a few weeks, and then we've got the last hotel when we do Spain, Portugal. So we're gonna wing it and see where we end up.
It's the easiest way to do it. Vince, I know 2 scout groups will take that tent if it's not wanted. There we go then. We'll see what it's like. We'll try it out, and then if not, we'll do a little We'll write Red Bomb all over it or something, put some stickers on it. That'll be worth it. Oh, Gus just said made out of cardboard.
If it's one of them pop-up ones, can't you take it to Emma's and pop it up in the car park? Just put a little sign on it saying dog intent and see how much we can make.
That'd be an idea.
We'll just put a Labrador or something in there. It'd be funny as fuck.
If for anybody that didn't know as well and wondered why I'm so many hours in this week, we did 18 hours on Monday.
You can get anything, mate, at booking.com. Just search the local area.
So
find a decent hotel.
Me and Phil decided, both in early on Monday, we finished at the garage at 4 o'clock and we drove down to Portsmouth and picked up a little mobility van. And people are going, what? So it's basically a van that takes a wheelchair in the back with a drop down. You pull the back door up and it's got a ramp that comes down.
Oh, you ain't going to sit in the back and use it as a poke mobile, are you?
No. The idea being that we can wheel a bike in the back and strap it down so I can do deliveries in this little van. So it's only done 62,000 miles.
You've got to do the Ring of Kerry.
But we got it all in and we tried it all out. Well, now I've moved everything from the Peugeot into the van. So it's now got the headrests with the eyes and they went, you should name the van. We need to find a name for it because you've named the bike Rocky. And I went, do you know what? With the balaclavas with the eyes and the mouth sticking through, and I've got one on the back seat as well, and I've got my sat nav and everything all moved over. Being a van and being a Vauxhall, we've decided to call it the Taliban. So yeah, we've now got a Taliban. So yeah, something different. Can you get something like an Airbnb at an early notice, Andy?
No, but I can always get a 4-star or 5-star hotel. No one can afford them. Fuck it, they're always empty.
After Wild and Free, which my son Wild Atlantic, wait, anyone got any tips or places? I've not done that.
Depends how long you've got, because the Wild Atlantic Way can take 2 weeks to do. If you're just doing the southern bit, yeah, definitely the Ring of Kerry, I've heard, is fantastic.
The Sama fan laden. Oh, great. Right. Where are we? We've got another 20 minutes or so to go. Right.
Anyway, Simon was out with you last week.
Yes, Simon was out
as well in a later picture.
Yeah, he was Simon. He turned up at the garage. He said, "Oh, I'm coming out for a ride." I went, "Great!" So we went and did Emma's.
I thought he was with Tracy later on in the day. I didn't think she was able to get on bikes.
I don't know. But Simon turned up, went rushing across the car park. Next thing you know, he's got his legs around Rhythmic, humping him. So that was something. Watch my video. You can see the pair of them humping in the car park.
That's nice.
But
Sarah not get jealous.
Sorry?
Did Sarah not get jealous?
No, I don't know. Sarah was there. We had Chris there, who's obviously Punchy Chewy. So Chris turned up. He had a breakfast. We had Vince. Who was there? Vincent, Stuart, Rhythmic, Sarah. Then we obviously had Lucy and Angie, the girls that I know from the Ride the Triumphs. They came in. And she's in tomorrow to get her bike MOT'd as well. So we'll put the bike in for next weekend. So she's in tomorrow to have her bike MOT'd. So a good bit of fun. But it was very busy down there. Absolutely packed out again. So, and I've finally got my tank badge for Rocky, the scratch one on the left side. We finally managed to get a badge from Triumph.
Well, I had the result with my tank bag, not badge, but tank bag. Looking at this tank bag for ages, 169 quid from Givey.
That ain't bad at all.
Well, it was 169 quid. It's a 20-litre tank bag, but Sports Bike Shop was doing them for 108. And then I was just looking through. I actually added it. So I sent you a copy of my basket. I actually added it to that basket, and I was going to pick it up tomorrow. But I was searching through Facebook, and there was some guy in Stevenage bought it, never fitted it to his bike because it was too big, and I picked it up for 70 quid, brand new, still in the packaging.
Bloody hell, that's a
I just
bargain.
went over to Stevenage and picked it up. Yeah.
That's a bargain, absolute bargain. That's really good.
So yeah, it's a new tank bag for the Shiz trip. Get more shit in it.
Oh, well, I have one. You've got no room for big wet bags, have you, Andy? Because you've got
no, just married.
I've got a wet bag turned up that I had as a freebie, but it's I think 50 litre.
Oh, bloody hell!
But it's strapped to the back of a bike as well, so it's the wet bag, and then you can strap it to the back of the bike.
Yeah, I might have find a use for that actually.
Yeah, let us know, mate, if you want it, because I've got no use for it.
I'll take it. I'll always use it.
Let me show you it. Hang on, give me a second.
Can you fit a body in it? Preferably female, about 50 years old, and is a pain in my arse. Who's currently listening but has no sharp implements nearby, so that's quite handy. A pen. They always say the pen is mightier than the sword.
There we go. Right. That's how big it is.
Oh,
So
frozen. Oh yeah.
It's bloody massive when you actually widen it out.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to make use of that. I can strap it to a pannier.
Yeah, 40 litres. It's got Velcro at the top, 2 big handles on it, but then it comes with all the strap kit to put it to your back seat.
Well, if you take it to work with you tomorrow, I can swing by on the way from sports bike shop and pick it up.
Yeah, because I thought, I'll get it for my top box, but that ain't going to fit in my top box.
No, it ain't going to fit in it. It'll fit on top of it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. If you want to swing past tomorrow, mate, you can have the damn thing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
No use to me. Right, let's go through some of these. I tried sitting on GTR, might be too high wide on the seat for me once I've done my... Yeah, they are a big bike, mate, and they're a lot of power.
And they're old.
Just bought 150 litre, a decent size. I like to lean back on it on the longer rides. Yeah, Oxford one. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that's a Temu one. So, because if you spend like loads of money, you get 8 free gifts a month. So I just basically go in and click on the most expensive gift, and then you haven't got to spend any money. So, but all my panniers now, I've managed to get the Givey inserts now, the wet bags that go inside the Giveys, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got myself the wet bags that actually go inside it. But
I've got fitted bags for the GS because the metal panniers can occasionally let a little bit of water in. So I always, and not only that, if you're unloading your bike, even if you're camping or if you're unloading your bike and you've got it in normal bags, your stuff's going to get wet. So
yeah,
always make sure anything you put in your panniers is in waterproof.
Yeah, well, these are the proper Givey wet bags that actually go all the way around the inside, and then they've got the little zip that goes around the top.
Yeah, our ones are fitted. They're the right shape for the pannier. You just load them up and pop them in. They're like the roll top. You roll them up.
Okay, yeah. Any opinion on the Ninja 650? They do a pannier set. Yeah, they do a pannier set for the 650. They're a good bike. They are a very good bike.
If you're on something like that, you're better off with something like that bag. You've got a 50 or 70 litre bag.
Yeah.
Strap it to the pillion seat.
Yeah.
You
the
can
thing
still
is,
feel.
I normally whack my tent across the back seat anyway. Because the amount of camping gear that I've got to go this year, it's absolutely nuts, mate. But most of it I've got all in little bags, and it's all marked up. So I've got like all my camping stove and table and everything in one. Then I've got like my tent stuff in the other one, my ground pegs, my extra lines, my carabiners and everything.
Yeah, I just take my bank card because that does hotels and restaurants.
Oh, you're just too bloody posh, mate.
Well, look at it this way as well. If I'm away for 2 weeks and I've got the missus on the bike and we've got all our luggage, where the fucking hell am I going to put a tent?
Well, don't take the missus and put a tent on the back seat.
No, this is probably the only time I'd say I'd rather take the missus.
Won't be able to find your tent, Abia. I'll tell you what. Let's just
Pop-up tents with 4 poster beds and a minibar. Curious.
Right, here we go. So that one has got all me what I call me roll tops in it. That's bag one.
And now with Camping with Rev.
Right.
Which bag do you put your blow up doll in?
Right.
You can just hear his tent now, can't you?
That's me.
Inflate.
That's me Cayenne. So there's the Cayenne.
Look at all that shit you have to take. Look.
That's the camping stove. That's me other gear.
What you've got there, mate, is
there's
enough stuff for us to last about 6 months.
That is everything that I've got to try and fit on the bike this year.
Yeah.
So absolutely, it's absolutely nuts the amount of stuff that I take with me when I go
Yeah,
camping.
Gus, I'm really tempted to go camping and literally take a gallon of petrol and burn every fucker's tent down while I'm there.
Right. Now I've got to put it all back in the cupboard.
I'll tell you, all you need, mate, is an electric bike to put that lot on.
Right. Yeah. So that's everything that I've got to go. So it's absolutely nuts, mate.
Not only when you get there, have you got to build your accommodation, you've
You've
then
got
got to
to
go find somewhere to buy food. You might as well stay at home.
But I'll tell you what, you're gonna love the t-shirt that I've got. Oh, it's I might wear it on not this Monday, but next week when we go out. On the front it's got a sword. I am the god of tits and wine, but on the back is I've got it for ABR. It's got I love TMF. Not.
Did you see that? Did you see? I mentioned he's bought a triple black GS.
Oh yeah, you said yeah.
Good job it's not a GSA, otherwise I would be selling mine.
It's like a show and tell at school. Take vacuum bags with your stuff packed down. That's an idea. But everything in my sleeping bag won't go in a vac bag, so that'll probably shrink it down a little bit. But yeah,
that's what I hate about camping.
And then I've got
just open the wardrobe and find the other furry pillow.
You need a trailer. Yeah, I wonder if I could tow a little trailer behind the bike. That'd be the thing, wouldn't it? Knowing the
Richard, look at GT Travels, all that stuff. You want to get like big bags and strap some black bags to your screen with stuff in it. He managed.
Yeah, that's true. A big cargo net round the front. Oh, I have got myself some them bags you've got on the GS, mate. At the front. The ones at the front.
What, the Lone Rider ones, the proper ones, the ones that cost an arm and a leg? Yeah, them ones.
Yeah. I managed to get hold of some of those.
What, the Lone Rider ones?
Not the Lone Rider ones, though.
I've had various makes of those, all from like 30 quid up to 70, 80 quid, and they're shite. It ain't until you get the Lone Rider ones that you realise difference in quality and the fact that they keep their shape. And yeah, they're just far superior. I regret buying them ages ago, to be fair.
Let me just have a quick. Right, these are ETA on these is June.
You had your bags on the front of yours. You had Triumph ones, didn't you?
I've got the little the ones that came in my bars. I've got the SW Motec ones.
Yeah, that's it.
About half a litre. I've managed to get hold of a set of those. So they basically strap on the front. They're wet.
Those when I've got a set of those in my garage you could have had.
Oh, they weren't bad. They were only 28 quid.
Yeah. when you actually get them, they don't look like that. You put them on the bike, and no matter what you put in them, it looks like Nora Batty's knickers. They just constantly sag.
Ah, right. I'll try them out and see what they look like. So yeah, it's basically I want to get my first aid kits out the panniers and move it all up the front. So I've got one side that's first aid, and then the other side I can have for the for all my tyre stuff.
Or you can put your lusty Linda self-inflating dole in there, left-hand side.
That's true. Yeah. Could your
They
bike?
are handy for extra storage because it shifts weight from the back of the bike to the front, so it puts a little bit more weight on the front of the bike.
Yeah. Could your bikes not tow a trailer tent or micro camper? That'd be cool if you could, couldn't you?
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, but then it's going to affect the handling going into corners. So yeah. No,
Yeah, but you're camping anyway, so it don't matter if you don't make your destination because your life's finished anyway, isn't it?
that's true. Or there was a post we saw the other day. Oh God, what was it? Gold wing camper van. Let's see if I can find the photo.
When we was in Italy doing Stelvio and that, there was a few gold wings towing trailers, and they had to turn around. They couldn't physically get the bikes around the corners and up Stelvio Pass. But yeah, these people, I get it because they were on big gold wings anyway, and they were away for like 3 or 4 months at a time.
Let me see if I can find it because it's actually built into a Honda Gold. Oh, there it is. I found it. Right, let's see if I can blow this photo up. Decline optional cookies. Show me the bloody photo. Come on. It's on Instagram. Is it going to fire up or not? Come on. It's not going to do it, is it? All right. Let's see if we can find this another way. No. I'll just share the screen. So, oh, there we go. Right, here we go. Let's drop the screen up. Present, share screen. Right, there we go. Across on the right-hand side. Look at some of these. It's actually built into the bike.
Oh, dear Lord.
Especially this first one. It's actually a trike with a camper and a tent built into the back of it.
I'd just take a car.
You might as well just buy a tuk-tuk, couldn't you?
Just take a car.
It's like
It looks like something that they'd build on Top Gear rather than someone would actually take seriously.
Look at that one. Look. Really? It's like, or here we go. Jeremy Clarkson's new home.
Looks like something the Munsters would use.
Yeah, you might as well just take a car because it's that bloody big. Absolutely mad.
I just want to know what sleeping bag you use.
I don't
It's
actually.
coughing because
It's very good.
constantly doing in it because it's damp and wet and horrible, so he's constantly coughing.
So my one, this is a full military one. I've had this for 2 and a bit years. It is a Van Gogh Night Star 350. Very, very good. It's like a mummy one. You can zip yourself right in, pull the hoodie up, and you've got just literally your face sticking out of it. The only thing is,
what I have to do is when I go in the room, I have to turn the thermostat and get it just so.
yeah, Van Gogh Night Star, very good sleeping bag, that one. Right, that can go back.
I always find sleeping bags very restrictive. It feels like you're mummified, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what I normally do, I've got a cot bed as well. So I put my cot bed down. Then Mrs. B got me a Silent Light inflatable mattress, which is 8 inches deep with a flock top on it. So camp bed, inflatable mattress, and then my Van Gogh sits on top. Very comfortable.
Mrs. B would love something that's 8 inches deep.
I'll tell you what, mate. After the issue that I had when I did ABR last year and Timu cot bed, I basically inflated it, laid on it, and within 2 minutes when I turned over, it went. I spent 8 hours laid on
You now got a Timu inflatable bleeding tent. If their cockpit can't stay up, what hopes the freaking tent got? I'll wake up in the morning, it'll just be a blanket.
It'll be one of those. You get a spot of rain and it melts, and you wake up and you're late and you're under.
It's like the County Castle when they have to have the generator running to keep it up. You'll keep the whole site up just to keep your tent afloat.
Oh, it'd be different, wouldn't it?
Brilliant.
We should try it out. We'll pass it to Vincent, let him do the test on it. Can you park a Sinis terrain in this tent?
Speaking of experts, we've got a load of bike up for camping. Richard's here.
Richard's here, evening, Rich. Yeah, if you want to see out a load of
are you off?
What's that?
I just said, is Richard working this weekend or is he off?
He's always working. He likes the money, doesn't he?
He does 7 on 7 off.
Ah, he might be off then. That might be worth getting him up to Emma's on Monday then. Let's share up the StreamYard link if he wants to jump in then. Right, there we go. Vincent's just said, I've been looking at a tent I can park in front so I don't need to unload. Best one is, what's the one I had? Lone Rider. Lone Rider do some very good camping gear. I had a
pricey as well, and anything from Lone Rider's pricey. I mean, I got their foot pegs. They were 260 odd quid.
Well,
then bleeding bags for the bars were 160, 170 quid.
My Lone Rider that I had, you had the admin area at one end, where you put your sleeping bag and everything, and then you had the area where you could literally ride your bike inside, and it would take your GS. Yeah, that was 700 quid. I actually done a swap with the guy. He gave me 100 quid and that Cayenne.
So why did you get rid of it?
It was too big. It took too long to put up. You're looking, I'd say, 40 minutes if you were rushing to put a Lone Rider up. If that's pissing down.
We had to wait 15 minutes once to check in, so we had a pint in the bar.
Yeah, I can have my ground sheet down, my Cayenne up. I timed myself when I did ABR, and I had it up in 15 minutes, which is still more. Which 15 minutes is still sort of faster than me, or a lot slower than me when I'm in the other side of the room. I can normally have it up and down in about 2 minutes,
including foreplay.
Including foreplay. She's going to come in and slap me in a minute there.
Yeah, they're expensive Lone Rider stuff. It is quality gear, but
it is good gear. I'm on days, finish on Sunday. Well, we got Emma's on Monday, Rich, if you want to come up. Too big and too expensive, those Lone Rider. That's what I found. It was just too big. It was a pain in the ass to put up, pull down, then you have to put it.
What time do you finish, Rich? You work until Sunday. You're on days. What time do you finish?
Yeah, I'll answer in a minute. Here we go. He's up. Hello, buddy.
Lads, how you doing? How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Oh, mate, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm 4 for 5. 4 for tired, man. It's been, we've actually had quite a few easy shifts this week, and today just cut. Huh?
Oh no, it's a bed thing.
Oh yeah, it's just chilling.
Looks like your bed's been vajazzled.
Cuffed to the bed for you, Andy.
I was about to say someone chained him to the headboard there.
How you guys doing, mate? So I haven't been around. I've literally been just working. It's been mental.
Yeah, we've been good, mate. Absolutely.
See, mate. He's pushed the wrong button.
What's that?
He's pushed the wrong button. Look, he's gone.
Oh, what's he done?
Bloody
back.
Mobile phones.
He's back.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Oh, God, how you back? So I ain't been around, lads. I've literally been skinned. I had one of some seals blew out on me on my bike in the between the fuel injection and something else, and yeah, my bike just cost me 1,900 quid. So yeah, so my 27 days holiday next month is fucked. Do you know? I don't care. I just chill out.
I would say I'd lend you some stuff, but I'm a tight fucker.
Mate, I can't afford to borrow anything off anyone at the minute. I need to get myself. I've got my claim coming through. So
Sell something
Yes,
a Bitcoin.
You're still trying for the old. I can't.
Sell a Bitcoin. You'll make enough
it keeps costing me when I try that. I'm paying them.
Breaking bikes. I don't know. The last time I blew a seal, the Eskimos got annoyed about it.
To get it done, or
Say again.
did you have to put the bike into Triumph to get it done, or a local?
No. I went to a garage recommended by work by the lads our mechanics round the corner in where is it? Putney Bridge, near Putney Bridge, and he's had the bike. The same thing happened to his, and he could hear the whistling while it was ticking over, coming from the seal. So every time, every time I pulled the throttle, the rev dial would go. If I was really slow, it'd ride. It'd get up to 70. But if I ping the throttle, it'd go. The dial will go, and it's just had no pressure at all.
Fault on those, or
it's this seal where it's located. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't really know. But he said where it gets to extreme temperatures, then extremely cold temperatures, when it's off, it turns into like a porcelain. It's a rubber seal, but it's so flat it turns, and then when it heats up, it turns rubbery, and then it seeps. It's split basically. It happens on these bikes, so it's just it come at the wrong time. Do you know what I mean? It's done now. It runs like a bloody dream.
Oh, that's all right.
Fix your bike. There is no time for that, is there? Yeah.
No, the thing is, it's either you don't get it fixed and you ain't got no transport. Back to becoming a bus wanker.
That is the problem, isn't it? It's just a heap of metal without it working.
It is, but so it was majority of my savings put into it for the trip. But it happens. It's life, isn't it? It's not like Europe's going anywhere. Well, yes, please.
Boys, yeah,
you won't be missed.
But it is what it is. So, but when I get paid on Sunday next week, is it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday next week or Friday next week. I'll pop up the weekend and see everyone, see what's going on, see what's crack-a-lacking.
See crack-a-lacking.
Yeah. Did you get a job? Then?
Oh, mate, I was unemployed for a massive 2 days.
Oh, say it. You should have signed on, mate. Got your money back.
Won't let you, will they? If you've got over 16k in savings, you can't sign on.
Yeah, fuckers, aren't they?
You can get off a boat and get given everything you want, but if you actually live, work hard, and save money in this country, then you're bent over and shafted.
Yeah, it's someone we're talking about the other today at work. Well, the like you look at our grandparents. Say 1985, the average wage was about 14 grand. Yeah, but to buy a property was double that.
Yeah, now it's
average wage these days is 30 grand. It's only doubled the salary, but the cost of the house has gone up over 10 times.
Yeah,
and it's just madness. It is utter madness, this country, and it's we just got to stop voting in idiots and get someone who's progressive. Like the Monster Raving Loony Party, and just show absolute no shits. I don't care. I've had enough of it. I just want to earn my money and enjoy my life. You only get one shot at this.
Yeah, too right, mate. Too right. So where was you planning on going?
Say again.
Where was you planning on going?
I was going to go down to Naples and then the Amalfi Coast.
Oh yeah,
Depending on the weather. That was my plan.
3 or 4 weeks
but-
to do that. You know that, right?
Say again.
You'd have needed about 3 or 4 weeks to do that.
Yeah, I had 27 days. I had nearly a month. So,
That's
and it
about
weren't
what
going to be a rush. I weren't going to. I was going to camp it. You know what I mean? That's why I've been testing all my gear out.
Italy and Slovenia in 5 weeks, but we're not going down to Amalfi. I mean, that'd be a completely separate trip.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's something to look forward to in, like, say, October. If I get if this claim comes through, I'm just going to get myself debt free, and then whatever I've got left, I'm going to go travelling for a week or so.
Time of the year, you're going to have to avoid the passes and things like that because you. To be honest, it might even be just a summer trip down to south of Spain. You know what I mean? Just a nice slow ride. Just because I might give up some of my holiday, give it back, and then take it in the October. You know, because we're not allowed any December time off work, which is a bit shit because my birthday's in December. So I think this is the last year I'm off on my birthday for 7 years. That's how the rotation works. It's actually quite crap. I'm going to be 50 when I'm allowed to have a birthday again without a load of idiots at work. But hey, is what it is. But yeah, I might do like a summer getaway in the October.
Well, they were saying we got no wild bad this year, so I think Craig and the boys are looking up to do like a wild Wales weekender or something and get everyone together.
When are you looking at that?
I think it's going to be round about Octoberish time, end of September, October time.
Yeah. I think we should do it in Greece, where it's hot, and we could drink loads of Amstel.
Well, just don't do what you do and camp in a dry riverbed, mate.
Oh, mate. When I was in the Lake District, what was it? Peaky. His inflatable tent, or was it his mattress popped?
Yeah.
And he absolutely teamed it. That it's like a swimming pool. It's like a little mini hot tub in his tent. Only when he farted. Hang on, let me plug this in. It's gonna die.
Yeah, what's he plugging in? The man says he's plugging in something when he's laying in bed. Gets me worried.
Oh, I'm chilling, mate. The thing is, my life is so mental that 9 o'clock I need to be in bed because I'm up at 3.
Yeah.
It gives me 6 hours. But you know, so I can't be asked.
I'm up at 4.
I'm in for 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Why can't we all just win? Oh, fuck, I forgot the lottery ticket. Oh.
I got mine. That's 160 odd mil, that is.
Oh, mate. I just asked them.
Pay your garage bill if I win 169 mil. All right.
Love you.
Well,
yeah, just pay for me tour. Get me out of the country for 3 weeks.
Rev Bomb's getting ready to claim his benefits. Look.
I just the country. Behave.
And Andy, the local loans lady.
This is meant to be P. Diddy, believe it or not. It don't look nothing like P.
What?
It's meant to be P. Diddy.
Are you going to wear that tonight for a night of passion with Mrs. Redbone?
Rev Diddy.
Rev. He'll put that on, she'll lift up the quilt and go, who are you fucking kidding?
mate, all the kids are going to run. Was that a mask?
Yeah, it's a mask.
Oh, I thought it was a filter.
No, you put it, it's basically, it's a balaclava, but I've got that one as well. Hang on.
Who's that?
I don't know who the hell this one's for. Hold on, which way round is it? That way? Yeah, that way. No, that way.
Oh, it's Boris.
Who?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird.
What sort of channel is this? Some fetish.
I'm gonna,
Is this what you do on your Saturday nights, man?
the thing is, they've got ones on there. I was saying to Andy, they've got certain people that live in London in Savile Row. So yeah, and they've got Rolf one as well. Hello, who's he got in his bedroom?
It's probably his mum. Ordering dinner. Anyone lip read?
Yeah, and I want fish and chips.
That was a yes because he nodded.
Yeah, if you get fish and chips, I'll eat your kebab.
Sorry about that. Oh,
It's all right. We're all talking about you in the background.
I can hear you. Oh man. So
Yeah,
what's happening next weekend? Or is no one planning that far ahead?
I don't know.
It's meant to be pissing down this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's chucking it this weekend. Next week's all right. We've got Emma's Monday, Lowndes Arms Thursday.
I've got to take the car out to sports bike shops.
We might do gas juice. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Here, Rich, what do you think of that?
Don't listen to him. He says that to Mrs. B.
Where do you put the batteries? Was that 50 cal?
Yeah, 50 cal, but it's a pen.
I'll behave.
Yeah, 50 cal pen.
How do you use that?
Well, put a bit of grease on the end and slip it in.
Oh, God. Good old Vaseline.
Yeah.
Welcome to this PG channel with Red One.
Right. Very quickly before we wrap up for tonight, I haven't done this video yet, and I did say to Tracy and Ed that I would play this video for the Rides of Ides. So if you don't know who the Rides of Ides is, it's basically we do it in April and we do it in September. The Facebook page is the Rides of Ides, IDES. Go and check it out. But I am going to share this video up very quick. I'm only going to do 2 minutes of it because it's 12 minutes long. But if you go onto the Rides of Ides, you can find the video in there. Sit and watch it, and I guarantee you will not have a dry eye by the time you finish. So I'm just going to play this quickly, the first 2 minutes. All right, here we go.
Hello, I'm Joanne Froggatt, and I've been a patron of Rosie's Rainbow Fund for many years. Every day in hospitals everywhere, no child should ever face. And these children have families who must face those battles with them. So I am proud to tell you about this small charity, which makes a huge difference to very sick children and their families. It all started with the vision of one bright and talented schoolgirl, Rosie Mailing. Rosie loved all things theatrical and musical. As part of the family who run Red Roof School for the Performing Arts, she wrote and performed musical shows and had already appeared on TV and in films. Her love of colour and the bright rainbow stripes she loved to wear were the inspiration for the name Rosie's Rainbow Fund. Aged just 11, she was diagnosed with vasculitis, a rare and life-threatening autoimmune disease. Suddenly, Rosie and her family were thrust into a hospital environment, surrounded by very ill children.
When Rosie became seriously ill, our world changed overnight. Rosie was subjected to difficult medical procedures and operations. It was very hard for her. But one day she announced, "When I'm better, I'm going to raise money for the children in this hospital." Even though she was struggling, her thoughts were always for other children, and she never stopped planning on raising funds. Rosie tragically died, aged just 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
Her wish remains the driving force of the charity, and her legacy has made lives brighter for thousands of children and their families.
We are in the hospital with my son because we found out when he was 2 days old, he had a blockage within his bowel.
We've been on the unit now for just over 8 weeks. We've had lots of regular visits, and it's meant that we've needed to stay here for a long time. Things haven't quite gone to plan. So that's, we're here for as long as we need to be until we can get her to a point where she's able to go home.
When you're a parent and you've got a child that is not typically a normal child, it is very challenging to be in a hospital environment with not having everyone there, not your partner there all the time, and not having that support as you would at home with a new baby. And you're not in your home environment. You're in a hospital where everything is going on day in, day out. You don't get a break from it. You've just got to ultimately carry on and do what you need to do for your child.
Could be 7, 10, 15 days continuously without a break.
Wow.
And it becomes exhausting, and it's hard work. It's emotionally draining. It's physically draining. And just that half an hour can make a huge difference to be able to recharge you. And without Rosie's Rainbow Fund providing what they do with the music therapy and with the parents' side of it with Amanda, I don't think I personally or my husband would have coped as well as we have done.
When life is such a struggle, even the smallest moments of joy and colour become priceless. That's what Rosie's Rainbow Fund does for children. It brings colour, comfort, inspiration, and raises spirits through the power of music.
We're going to have a music.
There we go. So they do
That's a
music.
full-time job, that, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's why we do Rosie's Rainbow Fund. Fantastic charity. And just to obviously, they had a gala on Sunday, and they've got a new patron that is obviously running it. And that's Ross Kemp. Ross Kemp is one of the patrons of Rosie's Rainbow Fund. And he actually gave his time up Sunday. He wasn't paid for it. He gave his time up Sunday to come down to this gala in Hemel and say a few words. But there was loads and loads of celebs there. Lucy Benjamin's been down there. A lot of the East End actors. And there's also a lot of, obviously, the big biker boys that are now behind it as well. So really, really good charity. As I say, check out, just Google Rosie's Rainbow Fund. There is a link to the hospital, link to the page. I had a link up when I had my birthday on. So I said on my birthday, just donate. We took another 45 quid in the coffers. So for Rosie's Rainbow Fund off the back of my birthday. But every penny helps because they fund all this stuff for all the kids in hospitals. It's the long-term stay for the parents, the kids that are in hospital, you know, the kids that are going to recover, the terminally ill ones as well. And they do music therapy and painting, and just brings a little bit of joy into the hospital, a bit of music therapy. It's good.
And the saddest about this is that it's like the RNLI and all the other charities. They rely on members of the public to donate their money.
Yeah.
When they will be given money by our fucking government that gives it to all these waste of spaces that come into this country illegally.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Yeah, there was.
You know, it's shocking now. Oh, go on.
Yeah, Nigel Farage did one the other day. He actually read out, I think it was 30 different charities. Rosie's wasn't on there. And it was like the Transgender Assignment Rehabilitation Centre in Manchester, 30,000.
And what's wrong with that?
Yeah, but
Sorry.
oh God, what was it? Overseas aid for people that are reassigning to the UK, £50,000. And he's this bloody.
He needs to do a Doge, mate.
Keir Starmer or whatever they call him. He's giving all this money away to all these charities that are unheard of, and poor old Rosie's Rainbow, English charity, won't get government funding. We have to provide money.
My friend down in Cornwall, Mike, he's an East died from a cancer. I think she was 18 when she passed away, and they made a charity called Beth's Inspiration, where they're based in Cornwall. The charity, it's no longer a charity anymore. They just couldn't keep up. There wasn't enough funds coming in for what they wanted, but what they needed. But what they were doing, which I thought was pretty good, like a bit like this, it's very much related to the family as well, linked to the family. But in Cornwall, the nearest hospital from Land's End is 6 hours away. Do you know what I mean? For big treatment, and it was basically to help families get to their. It was based for children and young adults with cancer, basically. But it would get the kids on their last days. Anything they wanted, if they wanted to go to Disneyland, if they wanted a PlayStation and all that. But it also helped fund the transportation, getting the family to and from the hospital where their children are, getting the children and the family to the hospital for their appointments and their chemo and stuff. And I thought, I think I was down in Cornwall one Christmas, and what they were doing, there's a beach, I think it's called Money Ready Cove or something like that. And on the 1st of January, loads of people turned up, a good 800 people turned up, and they all run into the sea. And they all raised money for Beth's inspiration. And I did it. It's fucking cold, like proper cold. And then I got out and I thought, normally when you're
wearing budgie smugglers, isn't it? Oh, it's cold.
Mate, honestly, it's so cold. Well, when you're on a holiday and you jump in the pool and you go, oh, fucking hell, that's cold. And then you get out and then you get back in and you go, oh, it's warm. I thought that would happen. Nah, that was bloody cold, like. That was Cornish cold. Like 1st of January. But they raised pretty good money, but for a right good cause. But the thing is, they had a situation where they had a lump sum. It was a lot of money. You're talking 26, 28 grand. And they donated it to Macmillan's, and Macmillan's didn't even give them a record, like any record, you know what I mean, like nothing on their website about it. And they said, "What are we doing this for?"
Yeah.
It's so sad because the big players, it's the little charities that make a huge difference, massive. Like it's not the big charities because you look at the chairman's on 100 grand a year. Like if it's a charity, no one's taking 100 grand a year as a salary. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't work like that. These little charities are the ones. When I get some money together, I'll definitely donate to that, mate.
Yeah. So what the
sounds
thing
amazing.
is, obviously Tracy and Ed are the ones that normally organise Ride of Ides. And I went a little bit OTT this year. I said to you, I'd do them some coasters, I'll do them some like little mats, and we got loads of stuff off the bike suppliers. And she said to me, "Do you want anything for it?" And I went, "No, I'm quite happy to sort of bend over backwards to help your charity, because I enjoy giving it forward. It's like when we go out for breakfast, I always buy the teas or coffees or whatever. And it's nice just to pass stuff forward because it comes back to you tenfold.
Yeah.
When you're out meeting people, and I don't do it for the views, I don't do it for the likes or the subscriptions. Gus has just said, the other one that Peaky does, obviously, Scotty's Little Soldiers charity, that's helping many a brilliant cause, should be funded. It's for all the kids that have lost their parents in war. But then again, Scotty's Little Soldiers, that's another one that's not supported by the government. So it's absolutely mad. But we'll go and spend 2 million. Poor old Sundeep in Egypt, he can't get any water, so he's got to walk to the nearest stream for £2
just move your house closer to the stream. I mean, it's a fucking mud hut. It can't be that hard to move.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's just a sad, isn't it? That we're a gracious country. We have been forever. Very gracious, but I think what's actually happening in the UK right now, when it comes to charity, all these crossings, it is a full-blown piss take. Yeah. And the thing is, it's not going to be long until democracy will no longer work in the UK for anyone because it's based on a split, a level playing field. Like Democrats, Republicans in the States, it's so split down the middle, and Tory and Labour was split down the middle, and you've got like Reform, Lib Dems, and all that. But I can't see now the UK ever voting for. You've got to be a fucking nutter. I'm sorry, you really have. If you're going to vote Labour or Tory ever again, that they are both dead parties. Not I didn't mean that in an aggressive way. You'll know what I mean by that. But it's that they're no longer a party. They are parties of greed. We need change, mate. Massive change in this country.
Because Jim Davidson does a little. He's got JD TV now. Jim Davidson Television. He's got his own channel, and he actually said, it's all of our servicemen, whether it's World War I, World War II, Afghan, Falklands, or whatever. They come out of the army, They're given absolutely nothing. You can't get a council house because there's no social housing. You can't go on the dole because you've basically retired from what you're doing. He said, and we give all this money to foreign aid, yet our poor old pensioners at Christmas can't even afford to have one bar on their electric fire because they can't afford it.
Because it doesn't benefit a government, and that's the bottom line, isn't it? Is you give foreign aid to, like, you know, when you start looking at the countries we actually give foreign aid to, China, India, but both have a space program, for God's sake. Why are we? You know what I mean? It's a very horrible subject, isn't it?
Yeah, and then
because
you've got Keir Starmer spending 25 grand on his rent boy, haven't you?
Well, I can't believe that photo what come out of him. Someone put a video up in really calm speaker, just a little meme clip, and there's Prince Charles back in his day with his mate Jimmy Savile, and just underneath Jimmy's arm is old Keir Starmer. And he's like, and now look, he's a sir. Yeah. They kept him close, and look where he is today. It's scary, mate. It's just scary, and everything will happen in Rotherham and up the north, well, across the country, really, with all the gangs and the girls. Yeah. You know, but for a government not to want to do a inquiry says everything you need to know. And this is a thing. I really believe I believe that all MPs believe that we are stupid. We've got the internet now. I think that was the worst thing they ever gave the peasants was the internet, because them memes, mate, of Starmer, they're ruthless, and they're every day there's more, and it's just AI is dangerous, mate. It can really make you look someone you ain't. You know.
The thing is, most MPs only know how to type 7 letters on a keyboard, which is PORNHUB.
Yeah, mate. It's just sad. You know, I just want this fucking country to be great. It's a lovely country where we live. You know, it really is a lovely country. Like one of them, I couldn't believe it. A Welsh MP, I think it's a Green, Labour. It's a Labour MP in Wales was saying that that the Welsh people are really happy with the 20 mile an hour. I'm like, what? And they're so deluded, and they're thinking about bringing it down to 10, if not 5 mile an hour zones. I'm like, mate, these people are broken in the head.
Oh, broken. Yeah, the Sean Atwood channel does a great expose. Yeah, Stavell, Starmer and Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, that's another one on YouTube, Sean Atwood. Yeah, but absolutely,
it's great. These politicians are getting exposed now for what they really are, and it's But the thing is, how has that bird gone to jail for 2-3 years for a tweet? How is that even a thing?
I know.
It's ludicrous, mate.
We got the best. We've got the best country in the world. Everybody wants to live here.
It's mad. And the thing is, I don't even get that. She's lost her appeal. She's doing 2.5 to 3 years in prison for a tweet she has already deleted, and she's apologised for.
Yeah.
Where's the logic in that? I just don't understand it. I think
as of tomorrow, we need to stop all the racial hatred. So let's all get together: the English, the Scots, the Welsh, the Irish, the Sikhs, the Muslims, the Jews, the Jamaicans. Let's all gang together, go overseas, and kick the crap out the French.
I think, yeah, definitely. So I like France now. After that, you know what happened with my bike? Thank God it didn't happen over there. Fucking hell, I'd have been proper lost.
Ted Heath. There was a joke Jim Davidson did, and he got told off on national TV. He said Edward Heath. He said his boat caught light, and Edward Heath jumped off the boat, and he was in the water, and he went, I'm drowning. Don't worry, sir. We'll throw you a buoy. Don't mess about. I'm drowning.
Jim Davis is brilliant, but it's straight talk. I like that. That's what we need more of. None of this beating around the bush.
Yeah, are you organising a group ride for the charity? Yeah. The next ride for Rosie's Rainbow Fund is September. I think it's either the first or second week of September. But
are they going to get
keep an eye
more
on Pride of Ives
this time? Are they?
Sorry, say again.
Are they going to get more responsible outriders this time, or are they still going to use the same twats as last time?
I don't know. He did come past us quite airy last time, didn't he?
Hey, what they were doing was just downright dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, they were flying past. They need a. What I would have thought they would have done is a drop off like Richie Vida does. So the one behind the lead marks the thing. The guy sits there till the orange jacket goes past and joins the back. That would have been the easiest way.
They're better off.
I want to go to the pub.
Having people turn up, just do an event. I mean, there's quite a big area there on that green opposite where they were.
Yeah.
They could get permission and just run some kind of event there. I think that would probably be a better idea.
Is that the one I come on the other week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really nice ride. I enjoyed that.
Jim Davidson panto with Charlie Drake. Yeah.
On the way home, and you try to squeeze in them waterproofs in the pub.
Yeah.
Oh, that is ridiculous, mate. I got them changed. I got tent size.
Are you still using the old plastic bag trick?
Yeah, mate, brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely. I've always got a plastic bag on us, mate. He's the best.
Yeah. Jim Davidson,
ever.
Cinderella. That's what it was.
Jim Davidson Cinderella with Charlie Drake. Brilliant.
Footprints. No footsteps, you twat. It's like, I got lost. Well, you found the pub, didn't you?
I was thinking about, like, in June, because I'm off, if not handing that, like, you know what I mean, by handing the holiday back to work and taking it at another day, but it's doing just wild camping in Scotland. Oh, I got this, by the way, boys.
What you got now? Ooh.
I know. Let me open up. I'll tell you what, for the mozzies, it absolutely works, 100%.
Yeah.
We was outside the other evening, and there was loads of them.
Also in Scotland, didn't see a bloody mozzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing with the light as well, it's fantastic. Like, I had the light on. I stuck it up here, just on the low dim. Where is it? On that little low dim, just on the side here, all night. I woke up and it's still 4 bars of light. All night. I was like, wow. Bloody good, but it actually worked with the mozzies. I just hope it works with the midgies. If it don't, I'm going to be well pissed.
Mate, put that over your boot when you put your waterproofs on. Your boot slips straight through your waterproofs and on.
What's that? The old bag?
Yeah, we'll say we don't take waterproofs anymore, really. But yeah, it is handy if you need to. Put the old carrier bag on your boot, and they slide straight through your waterproofs. Yeah. No need. Boots off, no mucking around. Yeah, you thought we was having you on a wind up, didn't you?
I honestly did. I couldn't believe that worked, mate. And it was a really thin, fragile bag, and it worked perfectly. I thought it was going to tear instantly on the boot, on the rubber, from the rubber. No, excellent. Yeah, all the lads at work now use that. Yeah, we got loads. One of the lads the other day, he couldn't find a plastic bag. He tried it with a paper Marks and Spencer's bag. His foot went straight through the bag.
Right, I'm going to wrap up, boys. We've been on for nearly an hour and 35 minutes here. I've got to be up at 6 o'clock I've got to be at the garage at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a 5 a.m. get up for me.
We'll be there after we've been to.
I'll already be at work.
All right.
I did a run. I had to go to someone's house the other day, a couple of days ago. First job of the day, peak rush hour. I had the client call up. He's got it. May sound random. You hold our keys because I'm a key holder, yeah. But I'm 10 minutes away from Terminal 2 at Heathrow.
Oh, God.
And I've left my passport in my drawer. Are you able to arrange someone to come and go to my house, pick up the key, and head in? And I had to ride from Wandsworth or Elsfield to Knightsbridge and to Terminal 2. I did it all in 57 minutes, mate, on my own bike. I took my own bike because it is comfy. I was playing jungle and drum and bass. And honestly, music does change the way you ride. I was filtering that thing like like a nutter. But yeah, nice 50 quid tip. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, well done.
Enjoy your flight.
Right, plan for Emma's on Monday. We're meeting at the garage 9
He
a.m. in the morning.
took a different passport, took his wife's passport instead of his one.
Well, she had hers, and then I've opened his thingy up. I've like, because we have to ID him, I gave him his pouch for his passport, so they waved me down. They knew what bike I was on. And then I've took it back on. I've gone, hang on, sir. And I pulled his passport out, opened it out. I've gone, yeah, ID checked. Like, they're off to Thailand for 2 days for a wedding, then off to Singapore for 3 weeks.
Oh, bloody
So
hell.
I've done it.
Right. Emma's on Monday, meeting at the garage 9, head out 9:30. Ultima said, is anybody out this Sunday?
I don't know
yet. Right, yeah, keep an eye on the page. If I find out anything, I'll post it on my page. Right. Thanks to Ange, Gus, VJ Biker, Stuart, Lily, Andy, Slow Rider, Howie, Jules GB, German Jobbies. Who else did we have? Stu. Jim Diesel was in for a little bit. Gus, I mentioned Gus. German Jobbies, we mentioned him. Kimmy To Go was in. Boo was in. I think that was just about everybody. If I haven't mentioned your name, I do apologise. Ultima, GB Patriot, Slow Rider. Great stream tonight, guys. Don't forget Rosies Rainbow Fund. Go and check out the charity. You can just Google the name. You'll find the link. Or go on the Rides of Ides on Facebook. The link for that video is in there. It's only 12 minutes of your time. I've played you literally 2 and a bit minutes of it. Watch the rest because it goes really in depth, and I guarantee you will not have a dry eye by the time you finish watching it. It's really good watch. Thanks to Ed and Tracy that obviously posted that up for me. Really good. Kimmy, obviously, thanks very much, mate. Jules is off. Slow Rider is off. We will see you Monday. Meet you at the garage at 9, or we'll see you up at Emma's for 10 o'clock on Monday. If it's raining, I'm still going to be up there. I need a ride. I haven't had one in 1 day. I had a little quick ride on the bike yesterday because I just needed to clear my head, put the bike away. I must have done about 5-10 miles, turn around, put the bike away. I wasn't in the right frame to ride, but I'm going to have a go on Monday. But thanks, everybody.
Rev, 2 secs. Just quickly, I think it's the weekend of the 15th of next month.
Yeah.
There's Chase the Waves. I'm going up there. Me and the lads from work, we're camping. But there's Race the Waves in East Yorkshire on the beach, and people can take their motors, their motorbikes, and then pay to race. And we're going down there for 4 days. If anyone's up for it, more than welcome to tag along. It'll be.
And let you know, mate.
It's free to go and watch. So, and then you're right on the Yorkshire moors. So, nice bit of a side riding like a sailboat.
Yeah,
crosswind.
all right. I'll let you know on that
So,
one.
yeah, it's called Race the Waves.
All right, cheers,
Look
Rich.
up.
But thanks to Richard, GTR Travels UK. Thanks to Andy over there. I'll see you in the morning, Andy. I'll take that bag to work, mate.
Yeah, I think we're going to be up that way about 9:30. I should get for you about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll get the kettle on. All right, I'll see you all either Monday for going up to Emma's, or I'll see you next Friday on the live stream. Be well, stay safe, and from Rev, the crew, the side chat team, it's a big goodbye from me. Enjoy the bank holiday, everybody. Have fun.